Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Test Pack Please Ignore 2. God, completely forgot what I was doing there. At the end of my last episode, I had been working on my big reactor over here. As you can now see, is nicely housed in its own little roof. Still producing about 2.2 thousand redstone flux per tick, which is quite nice. It's chucked out some cyanite. We've still got yellorium in there. Plenty of yellorium left to process as well. Everything is ticking over quite nicely. All of my Stirling generators are basically all maxed out, and none of them are really even running. The big reactor is handling most of my stuff nowadays. All of my Jabba barrels, I think, have void upgrades in nowadays. So, can you see what it's got on it? It doesn't really say. Usually, it had like a little void upgrade symbol on it. But yeah, so they've all got void upgrades on. So any extra wood, charcoal, so that one's got it on, that one's got it on. So any extra wood, any extra charcoal, any extra, let's get around here, any extra apples and any extra saplings are all just automatically voided off, which is quite nice. So that's all good. There is a skeleton over there. I'm going to go and deal with him. Oh no, he dealt with himself. Okay, you do that, Mr. Skeleton. Right, so what do I want to do on this episode? There is a couple of things. First thing I want to do is move all of my Mekanism stuff from this room over to that room. I've already kind of put a wire in, ready to go. So what I need to do is I'm going to wrench up all of these fluid ducts, I think. Let me do that first. Here we go. Come on. Because I'm not going to need this canning machine pretty much for a while until I get started on more kind of industrial craft and GregTech stuff, so I don't really need to provide it with any water right at this second, which is quite nice. So I'm just going to wrench all of these fluid ducts up, because what I'm going to do is move this over to the other side, so we can do that. Let me find a... Do I have a couple of buckets spare? Got one bucket spare. Let me also grab... There we go. Some iron, like so. Right, excellent. So that's all done there. So what I can then do is bucket up a couple of bits of water. And then what I'm going to do is just get rid of this last source block, like so. Had to do it with a thermal expansion machine, as... what's the one I'm looking for? I'd run out. I haven't got any other blocks on me. So what I also want to do is repair my hatchet, my stone hatchet. Like so. Probably want to upgrade that to something like a steel one or something at some point, just so it has a bit more durability, but I use it so little that it's just useful for knocking up some wood, like so. So let me grab up everything else from here. Oops a daisy. So that's all my ores, which I'll move in a second. There we go, so that's all the Mekanism stuff I want to move. And then what I'm probably going to do off camera is move all of this stuff out of here and put it in here instead. So just to make it all look a bit neater, so this whole corridor bit isn't quite so crowded, and to also set it up a little bit nicer. So at the moment it's all kind of haphazard. What I really want to do is kind of move it so it looks a little bit neater. Let me also grab my dolly wherever you are. Dolly, dolly, dolly. Can't see the damn thing. Where's it gone? I know I have it. I can't see it in there. That's really weird. Have I put it somewhere else? I must have done. I'm looking for my dolly. There it is. There's my dolly. This is from Jabba. It just allows you to move like chests and barrels and stuff. So I'm just going to fly, because otherwise I move really, really slow. What I'm going to do is just dump that down there for a second, then get out of the way. Right, so there are all my ores in there, which is good. So what I want to do is, let's get my water source reset back up. Probably want to do that. I need to figure out how I want to power everything first. So, possibly want to move this chest of full of ores out of the way for the time being. So let's put the water source back here, for example. We'll just knock you out of the way for a second. Put the torch there instead or something. So the water source can probably go in there. We shall then put water block, and then we want the aqueous accumulator. Why have I got a fluid transposer there? Oh, right. Did I? Oh, yes. I just realised I didn't need to make a fluid transposer in the last episode because I already had one. Whoops-a-daisy. That was a bit silly of me. Never mind. I'm sure I can make use of it later on. But, so first of all, what we want to do. So what I'm going to be doing, not only am I going to be moving all my Mekanism stuff over here, I'm also going to be upgrading it to take, what's the word I'm looking for? make it up to the 3 times ore processing, so going to increase its efficiency. So I think what we're going to need to make is, if we go to Mechanism, if the game doesn't crash, there we go. So what I want to make is not the smelting, not an enriching, not a crushing, purification chamber I think I want. So this looks fairly straightforward. Let me just double check the recipe. So if we go for like iron, for example, I want to work my way back. So let me go through to the Mechanism one. So I'm looking for Mechanism, like the Mechanism dust or whatever it is. Here we go. There we go. So I need to produce that from dirty iron dust. We get that from the crusher, which we've already made, which is good. And then the iron clump we get from, yeah, so we need the purification chamber. Right, so let's start with that. Purification chamber. Okay, so what we're going to need for this. So we need some advanced control circuits first, so we need some basic control circuits. So let's put down one of my metallurgical infusers. I don't know which one I need. Let's start knocking out some of these bits and let's just plonk them all down. Let's grab some power. So I am going to be replacing all of these hardened flux ducts off camera now. I'll show you what I'm going to be replacing them with in a second. You just plonk all these down first. So these can be all the maybe I don't really want them there actually. I probably want to move them in a second, but I want to see if any of these. So that one's still got carbon. None of these two have carbon. So let's go and grab just some redstone because we're going to need that. I think we also need some iron, which I need to grab. We need redstone, that's what I'm looking for. Excellent. Yeah, I don't think I actually want the metallurgical infusers there. Let me... Oops-a-daisy. That's what I wanted. Let me wrench them up real quick, actually. Because I probably want my mechanism chain going around this corner, so... Just going to grab all this wood, just so I don't waste it. Can have spiders around here, it's kind of terrifying, but hey-ho. So let's have them, say, towards the end of the line. So I want them kind of next to the smeltery almost, if that makes sense. So reason being is that if I make steel, I can have it going like into the smeltery kind of thing. So let's do like so. So put some redstone in this one, like so. And then we need some iron. I haven't got a lot. How much do I need? I need 2. Okay, so hopefully we can get away with this. We then need... So I'm going to need 2 more... well, what I'm going to need to do is... Did I pick up the crusher? I'm sure I did. Yeah, I must have done. Which I need to turn into a factory as well. So, so the crusher... So enriching, smelting. So let me just double check this. So I need the whole chain. So let me go to Mechanism. Oops-a-daisy. That apparently froze the game again. Right, so we need to go from... So iron clumps we get from purification. They need to go into the macerator. Oh, sorry, into the crusher. And we get dirty iron dust. Yeah, it does need to go enrichment chamber. So factory I want to go there. Enriching I want to go there. Crushing I want to go there. Purification I want to go there. So I probably want to rearrange this very slightly. I've gone like one too many, so let me just... Oh no, but then I also want the... What's the word I'm looking for? The electrolytic separator right here, because that's going to be producing hydrogen and oxygen. I want to dump hydrogen. Let me also grab you. Let's get that producing some oxygen, as I need the oxygen now, and that'll go out to the right hand side into the enrichment chamber. That'll go around to the crusher. Yeah, that's pretty much perfect. Okay, so what happened to my... There we go. There's my enriched alloys. What did I need them? So we need to go back to purification chamber. Right. Okay. So, oops-a-daisy. So the advanced circuit. Oh, okay. So I need enriched. Oh god, I need more enriched alloys. So. Oh no, I needed enriched alloys anyway. Am I out of iron? I am. So let me actually make some iron. Iron ore, wherever you've gone. There we go. That'll be fine. So what I'm going to do is, let's dolly up this one here. Reason being, I can put it on top of the smelting thing. So let me go eject onto the top. Output you, I want to eject onto the side and take in from this way. Once it's done, so let me dump in some iron. Okay, let's have it auto sort and auto eject on. Have this onto auto sort and auto eject is on. So yeah, that will go through there into there in theory. Oh no, wait a minute. Need to do input red on that side. There we go, marvellous. That needs to be red, sorry. Input from the left hand side. That's going to produce some more iron for us. We will need some osmium and some steel, I believe. There we go, more iron. So what do we need for this again? So, oh right, this was osmium and redstone. Right, so I need to do 2 osmium in here. Yeah, I didn't really want to use up too much iron, because if I'm going to be turning this into a 3 times, I don't really want to be wasting it, but I'm going to need a certain amount to obviously get through this, like this section here. So maybe take that out now. No point spreading out too much. Let's do 1 more each. There we go. And then we'll process up the rest as a 3 times in a second. I may need some more of these electrolytic separators. I'm not sure yet. I'm wondering if 1's going to be enough. If I do need more than 1, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I haven't really planned that. I may have to kind of slide them in somewhere, like have them stacked this way maybe, I don't know. Or even kind of put them maybe on top of here, I don't know. I'll dodge that bridge when it comes to it. So what do we want to do now? So we've made the 2 control circuits, we need 2 more enriched alloys. Do I have a... What I'm going to do real quick is just so I don't have to run away to the crafting bench too often. I'm just going to plonk one down in here, like so. Okay, so we're waiting for some enriched alloys. Still smelting up some iron, which is good. Right, so what we need to do now is get these 2 basic control circuits, like so. Make 2 advanced control circuits. We then need some osmium, and we need 4 more enriched alloys. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more of you. Yeah, the way this is going to work is that basically what I want to do is have this outputting to the left, inputting from the right, outputting from the... outputting, inputting. So when I want to produce steel, all I'm going to need to do is just dump in a load of iron into here, and then all it's going to do is just go like all the way through and then get smelted automatically, which is quite nice. Just have to keep it topped up with some charcoal, which is quite nice and cool. So that's all set up. I'll probably upgrade this to like a diamond chest, and then eventually it will be an ME import bus, and it'll just be imported directly into my ME system. So I think we should be able to almost make this now. Oh right, I need an enrichment chamber. Okay, so I need 2 more basic control circuits, so let's do that. What a faff, what a faff. At least this only requires like redstone and stuff from now on, although I do need some more redstone, so let's go find you. There we go. Can never have enough redstone. This is loads of it down at like below like level 12, something like that. There we go. So we need to make an enrichment chamber, and that requires a steel casing, so we can just make one of them real quick. So enrichment chamber first, purification chamber next, if it would do that. Would you kindly? Oh no, because I have got enough osmium. Apparently that probably doesn't stack. So there we go. 1 purification chamber. So these 2 now need to be upgraded to a factory. So let me double check what the factory recipe is again. It is redstone, more basic control circuit. So do I have any more osmium? No, let me grab... I should have loads of osmium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be plenty. Just to tie us over in a second. I'm just going to process that up real quick. Dump it in the metallurgical infuser. There we go, it's going to smelt up. Lickety split. Do need to get some more upgrades on these. I've only got energy and speed so far. There we go, let's grab that osmium. So what do we need again? So I needed 4 of these altogether. So I do need a bit more. Come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Marvellous. So where were we? So yeah, we just need to make the factories now, don't we? So yeah, it was 2 each of these, and then some iron and some redstone. So nice and straightforward. Let's Gotta wait for the control circuits and then we're good to go, guys. There we go, basic control circuit, basic control circuit. There we go, one more, and then we're good to go in terms of the ore processing, which is good. We can get it set up and watch it work. So is this, yeah, it's produced lots and lots of delicious oxygen. So can I actually upgrade the speed on this? I can upgrade the speed on this. I'm sure you never used to be able to do that for this particular one, which is quite cool. So I can upgrade the speed and energy, which is nice. So I can actually kind of keep that in line with the factories, which is good. So let me do, so it needs to be control circuits there. And then redstone in the corners, iron either side, and then we go purification chamber, and we go crusher like so. And we just shift click the rest of it out. Because all the factory recipes are the same, it just depends on the machine you use. So we want purification factory there, crusher there. I'm not entirely sure which... Another blood moon. Seriously, I've literally just had one. Ugh. I just want to make sure which way round this is being placed. So I think that's the right way around. Is that going to be taking in... That is taking in oxygen. Excellent, which is good. So configuration. So let's have that auto eject. We're going to have oxygen coming in from... I don't think that really matters. I think oxygen is just being pushed into it. So then we want the output. So we want input red that side, so I can put a hopper or something like that on there. So input is red, output is dark blue. And then with this one, I want input from the left, output from the front, as it'll be front facing into the basic enriching factory. And then that should then complete the chain. So let's grab some iron or some copper, say for example, see if this works. So let's put you in, have the auto sort. Okay, so it's keeping up with the oxygen so far, which is good. The oxygen is keeping up with it, should I say. Oh no, that's because I got loads stored. So yeah, I may wish to either upgrade the speed on this, which is probably a good idea. Do I have any speed upgrades? Let me go have a quick look. I'm sure I made some. There you go, some item speed upgrades. Marvellous. I don't know if I'm going to need the energy upgrade as well. How much energy it's actually getting. Let's put in a item speed upgrade. How's that looking in terms of its energy? That doesn't seem to be a problem. It's still not keeping up with the oxygen. Let's try the next one. Okay, so it's got 2 speed. And now the oxygen is keeping up. Energy looks fine. So there we go. Excellent. That seems to be keeping up. Is the crusher working? Let's have that auto sort. There we go. That all seems to be working. Oh yeah, does this need to be auto eject? It does need to auto eject. There we go. So that is now being pushed into there. So as you can see, we're getting the ore going here. It's being processed by the oxygen, which is now keeping up thanks to the double item speed upgrade. So 2 item speed upgrades doesn't really affect the energy that much. It's still only using 360 RF per tick, which is quite a lot, really. So if you want to kind of reduce that down, I'd probably say... so I probably want to put some energy upgrades in there, just so that is fiddled around a bit. But that's now keeping up. So the purification factory is turning that into clumps. Clumps are being crushed in the factory into dirty dust. Dirty dust is being enriched by the enriching factory, which is then forcing it into the smeltery and producing us copper. Marvellous. That is all set up. That is really neat. It's just like a really neat, compact way of doing 3 times ore processing. Cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Excellent. So we're all good to go. That won't really use up anything once I'm not processing anything. So let me process up some iron ore as well, as I'm getting a little bit low on iron ore. There we go. So yeah, that's using up a reasonable amount of RF per tick now. These are all using kind of 70-ish. So each factory, yeah, like 70 odd RF per tick. Right, okay, so that's cool. So that's all good to go. Like I said, this will all be neatened up by the next episode. What I'm going to do is need to move this from there into there. Probably what I also want to do is make myself an electric... what am I looking for? Electric wrench to move all my industrial craft machines, because this will be lossless then. So what do I need for that? I need an ordinary industrial craft wrench, which is bronze, and then I need a small power unit. Yeah, I'll make this off camera and then use it to move all of my industrial craft machines from there to there, as well as all my thermal expansion machines as well, and then I can neaten up this entire area basically. Has got a little bit untidy. Right, so what I want to do for the rest of the episode, what I was thinking of doing is just starting off with some applied energistics. So what I really want to do is make myself a charger, because this is going to allow me to make more charged Certus quartz. Okay, that's cool. So we're going to need a water supply over there, I think. Where are my buckets? Excellent, I've got a spare water bucket here. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need another water bucket as well, actually, to be fair. Just realised. Because I'm going to need to make another water source over there. So let me just fly down. Can't exactly go to sleep as the stupid blood moon's up. Ugh, I hate blood moons so much. There we go. At least I've got my nano suit on nowadays, and I'm up in the treetops, away from all the hostile mobs. Cool, so let me dump some stuff as well. Fluid duct I don't need. I think I'm going to need some iron, basically. Let me dump the steel away. What am I going to need for this? So, in terms of a Fluix crystal, I'm going to need some redstone, some Certus quartz, charged Certus quartz, and nether quartz. Okay, so I can pick up all of that. Then I just need iron, basically, so let me just grab some more iron. How's that doing? Is it still processing it all? Right, still processing all of the, what's it called? Copper still, so oops-a-daisy, let me pick you back up. So yeah, I'm going to need some, like, speed upgrades on all of these, I think. So yeah, it's all going fairly slow. It's nice though. It takes slightly longer to process it through the 3 times, but it is worth it in the long run in terms of the amount of resources you get, so... Actually, I didn't actually need more than one water source, because I just remembered that because I'm not trying to make an infinite water source, I'm just trying to make a 1-bit water source. Yeah, if that makes sense. So let me go over to here. So let me knock you out for a second. Let's put you back there for now. Right, okay, so dump down my water source like so. So the way that you want to get started in applied energistics is you need to start off with making some Fluix crystals. Now Fluix crystals are considerably harder to make in this mod pack. Let me just grab some stuff. I'm going to need nether quartz as well. Got redstone, good. So to start off with, you need to make Fluix crystals. And how do you make Fluix crystals? Well, it takes a little bit of world interaction. So what you need first is a puddle of water. Then what you need to do is, so you're going to need to find some of this charged Certus quartz. You will find it with ordinary Certus quartz, but it is a lot rarer. As you can see, I've got like a couple of stacks of Certus quartz, but only 12 charged. This is more than enough to get us started, as you need at least 2 to get going. So once you've made this charger, this is what allows you to make more charged Certus quartz from just ordinary Certus quartz. So you need at least 2 to get going. So on TPPI2, that isn't too much of a problem, as Certus quartz is quite easy to find. We're then going to need some nether quartz. As you can see, the charged Certus quartz gives off sparks, which is quite cool. And then finally, to make Fluix crystals, what you're going to need to do is put charged Certus quartz, charged Certus quartz, nether quartz, and redstone in a puddle like that. And you get the Fluix crystals, and I just earned an achievement, unnatural. And here we go, we got 4 Fluix crystals. So you get 2 per, you kind of get like 2 per recipe. So for each 1 redstone, charged Certus quartz, and nether quartz, you get 2 Fluix crystals, which is quite nice. So what we're going to need to do now is make ourselves the charger. So do I have a crafting table in here? I do not. So let me make one of them. It's always nice to have a crafting table in like kind of every single room that you plan on doing a lot of crafting in. So let me grab a crafting table like so. Plonk you down, say here. Okay, so let's make ourselves the charger like so. There we go. Fluix production. Right, so did I ever finish off wiring this in? I don't think I did. So it's around here somewhere. Let's get my hardened. So I'm going to need to do that from underneath, I think, because I'm going to sink down too fast. I'm going to get shot at by skeletons, most likely. Oh no, they can't see me. Apparently they don't look up. Whoops-a-daisy. Did not want to do that. There we go. Plonk you down, and what we can then do is put down the charger, like so. That'll get filled up with redstone flux, and then to make charged Certus quartz, all you really need to do, you right-click on it, it goes in there. What you want to do is watch it. Can take a little while, depending on, because sometimes it's instantaneous, sometimes it's not. So there you go, it turned into charged Certus quartz, and then we just pop it out. There we go. So, oops-a-daisy. Did not mean to do that. Apparently I was trying to bring up my Gravity Suite HUD, which is weird. What have I got that on? I can't remember. Is it Q? No, it's not Q. It's weird. I can't remember what I got it on. Weird. So there we go. We've managed to get some charged Certus quartz, which is quite nice. So what we're going to need to really get onto next is, what do we need to do? Brain's totally gone. Charge is important. We're going to need to start pressing soon, but I'll probably leave that to the next episode. What else am I going to need to get started? I'm going to need to make myself some crystal growth accelerators. So let me have a quick look at that. Crystal growth accelerator. So this is going to require a Fluix block, so 4 Fluix crystals, some ME glass cables. So we're going to need some quartz fiber. All this fun stuff, some quartz glass. Okay, so this is going to require me to grind up a load of like quartz real quick. So I may have to leave most of this till next episode, but let me pulverize up, say, I don't know, 20 quartz. There we go. Yeah, the GUI's gone really weird. Don't know what's caused it. It was the same on my, what's it called? Test pack Agrarian Skies 2 as well, I think, which is weird. So yeah, we're going to need some more Fluix crystals. Do that in a second. Not too hard. So we need some of this quartz glass. So we do need glass. Wherever I put that, I think it's over here somewhere. Let me grab the glass out like so. It's actually processing the iron yet? It is processing the iron. Fantastic. Look at that. 63 from like half a stack or something like that. Fantastic. Let me grab that pulverizer. So I may bring over the pulverizer into here instead and use that to pulverize up some of this stuff. So let's make some more. So let's make a charged Certus quartz, redstone, and nether quartz like so. That should make. Oops, daisy. Apparently I missed with the redstone. There we go. Got some more Fluix crystals. Oops, daisy. I've just wasted that glass. That's annoying. So let's make that Fluix block, because what we're going to need is we're going to need these pure. So what I'm using this crystal growth accelerator for is to speed up the growth of quartz crystal seeds. So if I show you, this isn't. Oh, it's going to come up. So I need to show you wherever they are. Here we go. So to grow pure versions of all of the kind of quartzes, so you can grow pure Certus quartz, pure nether quartz, and pure Fluix quartz. Oh, so pure Fluix crystals. And for these, you need to make these crystals. And from that, to start off with that, you first of all need to pulverize up some of the original recipe, combine it with sand, and you get 2 seeds. So essentially what you do when you're making the pure stuff is doubling it up, which is quite nice, so it can be quite useful. You then need to grow these. Now, these grow in water, so this water here. Basically, that takes a while. So what you need to do is use the crystal growth accelerator to speed that up. Because I think what we're going to need to get going with, so in terms of a basic system, we're going to need a... so we don't need an ME controller straight away, but what we're going to need is an ME drive. So that's going to require... So this is going to require some stamping, so we'll get onto that. And this requires an engineering... So I've got all the presses already. So in terms of this inscribing, we need to find... I'll explain these probably in the next episode, but we're going to need some engineering presses. Okay, that's not too difficult, but what about 4K drives, my old stable 4K drive? That's going to require calculate... So yeah, this requires... So to make a calculation circuit, this requires pure Certus quartz. So this is why we're going to need to grow some pure Certus quartz. So yeah, I think in the next episode, what I'll do is I'll get started on the crystal growth accelerators in terms of growing the pure seeds, and then also get started on the pressing as well. So show you how to set up the inscribers, explain what all of the presses mean and stuff like that. So yeah, that'll be for the next episode. So I'm going to leave it here for now. As always, guys, don't forget to comment and like if you've enjoyed the episode. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.